The power of Eternia. By the power of Grayskull. I have the power. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power? Power of Grayskull.
I asked myself that as I looked at the end of this. Now, I think that we had like 15 episodes. I think what they were trying to do, maybe it was intentional, maybe it was last minute thinking. I think they were trying to come up with 3 animated movies, like each one an hour and a half, right? They could have made Revelation, Revolution, Resolution, but that's not what they did. They decided to have 10 episodes of Revelation and 5 episodes of Revolution. Which, when I thought about it, yes, it was great to see Despera, but to bring back Hordak again, and like another person said, I think they said this on For Eternia's posts, it felt rushed. And we saw the Horde, but we didn't see enough of the Horde. We saw Motherboard and not, what is it, Shadow Weaver. And were there some woke moments with Andra? Yes. So that's it. There's not much more to look at, is there? There really isn't. Except for this castle, which is, it still holds up. I remember seeing this at Target like 2 Christmases ago. Actually, I saw it in Christmas of 2022. What a time that was, just to see Castle Grayskull at Target. Oh my God, it's like memories just came back of a time that's gone now. So I think that's it. There's nothing else. They wasted so much time on getting star casting with William Shatner and Mark Hamill and Keith David. They try to get different people. They wanted to make this a star-studded show. And really, it's like, you can't replace those endless episodes of the original series and the 39 episodes that came out in 2002. Now, the Space He-Man stuff could have been done better. I will say that I favor the New Adventures of He-Man probably more than Revelations, because that was uncharted territory. You didn't know what you were looking at. You didn't know what it was. You didn't know, Skeletor was cringe as fuck. But, even though some of the familiar elements were gone, they went to the future. They went to Primus. So what was that going to be about? And so, in the mini comics, they tied in He-Man and She-Ra to going to the future to stop Skeletor from taking over Eternia in the future. And it led to Hero 2 and Despera coming out of... Despera first appeared as a result of She-Ra being consumed by Horde Prime and just turning evil, as opposed to what happened later in DC Comics. So she actually first appeared in the mini comics. There's so many things. I didn't include the She-Ra intro and the other She-Ra from either She-Ra Princess of Power and the Princesses of Power. Just the He-Man stuff. Just like, where do we go from here? Where do we go? The Noah Centineo or the other guy who was going to play He-Man, Kyle something, that's canceled. So they don't have shit. Now, I'm going to do a Barbie review tomorrow, I think, at the earliest, since that's a Mattel IP, one of the most important Mattel IPs. And I suppose it could be dark. There was some foul language to be had in Barbie, which is a minor complaint I might have on that. I'll get to that later, which doesn't bother me, but then it bothers me as to the context of that movie. But I've shown you this. I've shown you the next step. I've shown you the next step of. I mean, like you look at Paul Gerard's art. Okay, we go back. We see all these fantastic, gruesome creatures. They're like death metal, industrial metal. I mean, this could be Roboto. This could be Rio Blast. This could be anything, right? And then look at this shit. Look at this, right? There's Mossman. You could see some sort of horde creature in there. There's just so many ideas. Look at this. Too Bad? This could be Too Bad. You never know. It could be some sort of version of Too Bad. I think the yeah. There's Evil Lynn. There's Evil Lynn right there. Look at that. She looks amazing. Look at this. There's another version of Evil Lynn, and you got Skeletor in there. You got Modulok. You got all this death metal version. Okay, you got this could be Extendar. This could be an old knight. This could be the Red Knight from the She-Ra cartoon. There's Man at Arms. There's the Sorceress with the dreadlocks. You got this guy from Thundercats. I don't know his name. Manny Faces. You could make him to be if you touch him up better. He could be one of the avians from Stratos' army. There's Manny Face, not Manny Faces. King Hiss. And there's so many great ideas. I mean, to see a heavy metal, uh, almost Zack Snyder kind of thing with He-Man, that's what I want. I know it's a narrative. I understand it's a limited narrative of what I would like to see. But you put on some death metal. I mean, I tried to do some of that. I didn't get a lot of views for my storyboarding or just the cruel look, but just that world of evil character or the just seeing the bad guys slaughter the people. You would never see that in the cartoons. I mean, it would never get that dark. It would always be implied. But when the Skeletor's army comes after the citizens of the villagers of Eternia, oh, you gotta be scared because Beastman can rip people in half and eat them, and digest. Beastman will eat people. Okay, Evil Lyn will make people disappear with her magic, and uh, Cronus or Trapjaw will blow a big giant hole in people like that gun in RoboCop when it blasts a big hole. Um, and Keldor would behead people with his sword because that's what he does. Um, Keldor to me was like I always thought of him as like the Rob Zombie the iconic head that you see in the Rob Zombie albums and stuff, but with the helmet. Let me see if I could find it. I don't think it's in here though. The Keldor look. I mean, you saw King Keldor. We saw King Keldor. Uh, there. See, that could be one of the avians. The people of Avion. There's Stratos. There's Stratos right there. Yeah, that could be Keldor. Just imagine him with the dreadlock beard, and he's just like a pirate, just killing people, right? Before he turns into Skeletor. That would have been way better, right? Because it's just this death metal world, and you have the good guys who are more heavy metal-ish. They're more, a softer metal. There's so many great ideas, and unfortunately, we're never going to see this, are we? They try to do something else. Are they going to do a fucking musical? I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They had a good idea. They had a good He-Man cartoon, and they canceled it. Keith David could have taken over the voice of Hordak for that cartoon instead of this one, instead of Revolution. But no, no, we got to cancel the good cartoon and put up the bad one. I don't know. The problem I had with the CGI cartoon is it was going too fast. But because there were more episodes, it was a perfect excuse to slow down, take a breath, and then like pace these characters better. Because there were plans to take them to Earth, and I wanted to see what would happen. Um, and we're just never going to see that. We're never going to see any of that. It's unfortunate. And who knows how long William Shatner will live if they ever come back to do these things again. Um, but overall, like I think I gave a C, maybe C plus for the second season. The first 10 episodes probably a D plus. It just wasn't that great. Um, Andra wasn't much help. She kept acting like a brat. Um, there's just so many great ideas, and they're just not going to happen. I mean, think of all the great ideas from Eternity War, okay, from the cartoon, and we're just not going to get those things. It's just not going to happen. So it's with a heavy heart. Um, Let me know what you all think. What do you think the future is? Do you think there's going to be a movie? Do you think there's going to be an animated movie? Do you think there'll be a continuation of what we saw before? There was an idea that Keldor would shake hands with Randor in the 2000X cartoon to sign a treaty, but it was all a trick. Probably a trick to get into Castle Grayskull somehow, or to really fool everyone. And I forgot the guy, but Mike Young, I think it's Mike Young or somebody in charge of the animation. They were going to do that story, and it got scrapped. And it was going to happen after the King Hiss storyline. Oh my god, so many great ideas, and now they're fucking flushed down the toilet. You know what I mean? They're just done. They rushed this. Um, it's just uh, it's stupid. Anyway, good journey. And where do we go from here? Fuck it. We'll find out tomorrow. Oh, actually, no, I got some video gaming to do.